So basically, I'm just here to talk about how I felt during that. And honestly, it was just super emotionally and physically taxing because it felt like it was never going to end. Honestly, it only lasted about 45 minutes, and I thought it was going to last so much longer. I thought, honestly, that tomorrow I was going to be trying to go to work and I was going to be in pain. I think the worst part out of all of it was not being able to open my eyes because, well, actually, no, that's a lie. That was a pretty bad part of it. But I think maybe the worst part of it was every time I would put anything on my face to relieve some of the pain, milk, water, when I was in the shower, putting my face in the shower, I felt like I couldn't breathe while I was doing that. Like, it was such a weird, like, it like shocked my system, it felt like. And whenever, like, I would put something on my face to try and relieve the burning and the pain, it would relieve the pain from my eyes and from my face, but it would make it hard for me to breathe for some reason. And I was terrified. I was like, I can't relieve the pain from my eyes without making it hard for me to breathe. And I think that that was part of the reason that I was so scared the entire time, was because I wanted it to stop hurting. And I wanted to be able to put stuff on my face to make it stop hurting. But I didn't feel like I could, because every time I would try, I felt like I was having trouble breathing. But once it started subduing and everything, we put the music on. I just sat there with the towel around me because I was kind of cold because I was using freezing cold water. And honestly, for a while, my body was so hot that it didn't even feel like cold water. Like, it felt warm. We just, like, sat there for probably about 30 minutes, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long we were outside. I'm not sure how long we were sitting there. When I was sitting in the shower and just kind of letting it ride out, I was having trouble keeping my eyes closed because I felt like I naturally needed to open my eyes to try to get whatever was in my eyes out. But I couldn't do that because if I opened my eyes, whatever was on the outside of my eyes would get into my eyes, which would make it 10 times worse. When he sprayed me, I accidentally opened my left eye a little bit. And right now, even, like, it's not pain, but it's discomfort. It just feels weird. It feels almost like I had something in my eye and I tried to get it out and it didn't work. And so now it's just uncomfortable. And that's what it feels like on both of my eyes. But the left eye hurts a little bit. And I think it's because it got actually in my eye and it wasn't just around my eye. When he sprayed my forehead, I felt him spray my forehead, but I didn't even feel the pain from that. The pain was too bad on my eyes. He didn't get it anywhere near my mouth. He didn't get it anywhere near the bottom half of my face. But because I was trying to breathe and everything, my lips were burning. It felt like he had, like, sprayed it on my lips. Like, I had eaten... It didn't feel like he had sprayed it on my lips, I guess. It felt like I had eaten something really spicy. And, like, I needed to get that spiciness out of my mouth, but I couldn't. It was just there. I think that when we were outside, I was too scared to rinse my face because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to breathe. So it was just sitting on my face. But once I got upstairs, I finally decided, that I didn't think the water was cold enough down there. And the milk had been sitting out for a minute, so it definitely wasn't cold. And once I got upstairs and I got into, like, really cold water, it was definitely helping a lot. It was helping so much. It was still kind of hard to breathe, but it was helping a lot. And basically I would just, like, hold my breath for a second and go under the water and then come back out and let it sit for a while. And then it just finally got to the point that if I would put my face in water, it would relieve it for the moment. And then it would feel even worse after I sat down for a second. So I just kind of stopped putting my face in water. And I was like, it's to the point now that I can handle it. When it first happened, it was just kind of like an ow, ow, that hurts. And then as I was sitting there, I was like, oh shit, like this is real. This fucking sucks. And I was just sitting there thinking about, like, when I was in the shower, I was sitting there thinking about how police officers, when they go through training, have to do that with their eyes open and then have to proceed to run an obstacle course with it. And, like, that's insane to me. I couldn't make it up the stairs. So I think it was definitely a good experience, and it makes me have a lot of respect for the people who have to go through that type of thing to get through their training. I have a lot of respect for, like, police officers who get through their training with pepper spray in their eyes. It's not for everyone. I barely made it through. I panicked myself so much, and I think part of the reason that I panicked myself so much was because I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was definitely an interesting experience, to say the least. And I am glad that I did it. But I don't think I'll be doing it again. At least not on purpose. Now I'm tired. And I need a nap. When he sprayed me... Hello.
Mashed potatoes.